Would let James Robinson have the first hit of his
Oh, should we go 8?
Let's go 8 iron.
Oh, they do look really good then. What are they?
These
what's
are
in there?
my new irons.
Oh, wow. Look at that for a spec.
Would you like to test them, sir?
I would love to test them if that's okay.
I don't think we'll start with the 4 iron. Are you straight in?
You know what, Chris? I'm straight in with that. This looks, I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Taurus.
It's not exactly my spec, so we'll bear that in mind. Long story short, if you could ever pick a time to pick up your brand new irons, it wouldn't be now, would it?
Now,
and you know what? The plaster doesn't really do it justice. You've nearly broke your finger, but...
I could take it off, but I don't think people would want to see that.
No. So these are Tora
JCB cut.
As in JCB?
JCB cut.
And you got fitted a Test GT, and they are Axiom.
Yeah.
Axiom by Fujikura. They're 105 gram X, so they're not exactly my spec, but they have been pured. So, guys, full video on Chris's channel about the unveiling, the unboxing, and the building process behind these as well. I'm not stealing this content off Chris. I just really wanted to show them you guys, because I don't know if anyone's ever got a set of D2C irons and then gone and got fitted for them, and then obviously got them boxed up. Very similar to what I did with my Tacomos, but let's see what we've got with these. So I've pulled that one a little bit. For me, it's very interesting because I've already hit some of these on your channel because of your terrible, terrible injury, and to be honest, you know who we can blame for that, don't you?
Yes.
Bobby.
Correct.
Because Bobby's not here. He's in Barbados at the moment.
I actually am in Barbados, but don't worry, I'll bring you some rum back.
Must be nice for some, but 3,400 spin, 197 carry. I certainly think, and obviously we're jumping straight in here with the 4 iron and we'll work our way back down the bag, but they feel so kind of heavy to me. But that's obviously what you like with a club because these are fitted to you. So very similar numbers, 200 total there. But the fact that a club can feel so different because of the components that's put in it, obviously it's very interesting that I think, but also it's quite obvious because if you put different components into a cake, the cake would taste and look differently, wouldn't it? So if we think about it that way, but certainly, oh, there we go, Chris. I can see you putting on a bit of a masterclass with these.
Sounded very good.
Because that's a bound, isn't it? 210 with the 4 iron, spinning at 4.4. So really, that kind of shows that these are too high spin for me because I can't put a better golf swing on a 4 iron than that. You struggle with getting spin, don't you? Your spin's too low.
Yeah.
Quite often. So, like, I'd have to properly change how I hit these. Again, I've hit that so good, and it's 4,800 spin. You know what? That's good, isn't it, though?
That's a nice towering ball flat, stopping quick.
You know what would really upset me now? Because I think I've got my...
Have you got the 4 iron?
Yeah. Oh, God.
So 4.8, 200 carry, 210 total.
So these are my fitted LA Golf shafts.
Similar flight, launched a little bit lower.
Yeah, 4.5 spin that time.
Spin. Ooh, you've got a yard.
I mean, it's bang in the middle as well, isn't it? But realistically, it goes to show how I think buying second-hand golf clubs is okay. Like if you go to Golf Clubs for Cash, you can get some really good deals. But I think, you know, when you go into the realms of like proper fittings and looking at how different golf clubs can perform differently, you'd say those heads are pretty the same, wouldn't you? We know the lofts are exactly the same. The lie angles are going to be very, very similar. But those shafts are so different, aren't they? Mine's a 105. Saying that, yours is a 105 as well.
Yeah, but you went lighter in the longer clubs, didn't you?
Yeah, but then it's funny because I feel like your clubs feel heavier and they're not. But essentially that's just down to, well, personal feeling, isn't it?
And it all depends where the kick point is in the shaft. That can make it feel stiffer to you, which is an X, but...
You see, and I'm not an extra stiff kind of guy, am I? So if we look at... I'll not get them all out because I'm going to let you... There's nothing worse, is there, than when you get a new set of golf clubs and someone rummages through. Okay, if we now look at the 8 irons in these Tora irons, quite funnily on the packing note, the Tara irons, but
So you will see here we have our spec sheet. So from SGGT, which we will go
Fitter
through.
LP.
LP. So we do have Lawrence did do the fitting, so that is on the channel, which I will put in the description below. But all the information of what shafts we have in here, the weight, and all things that we need to know, lie angle, the loft on those clubs, because the loft is a big thing here.
Could I just ask you, who's Tara?
Yeah, I can say these are Tor irons, not Tora irons, so that's a slight misspelling by Lawrence.
LP getting that one slightly wrong. But that's one of the things I really like about the whole process that we've done here, because it's irons that maybe you've never heard of. It's shafts that you think, well, how on earth would I get fitted for that shaft? How would I get it pured? And how on earth have I got purple grips? I just don't know. I mean, you look at them, guys, what grips are better, do you think? I actually quite like yours. They feel a bit thick. Have you got them thicker?
Oh, they should be standard.
Right, 8 iron. We've got a flag there at 160. That felt quite nice, you know. I feel like I've maybe bit off more than I can chew with a 160 flag, but then it's pitching 157. I've pulled that one ever so slightly. Do you think here we've actually been fitted for similar specs? Like mine aren't extra stiff, mine are just stiff. Yours are a little bit stiffer than mine, but obviously with a broken finger, they're no good to anyone, are they?
No, but similar, obviously your shaft's a little bit heavier in your shorter irons, and then
Oh,
lighter.
I tell you what though,
Get to the
how
longer
good
stuff.
does that feel? Have you hit the 8 iron yet?
I've hit nothing yet.
So I've christened that for you, just there, don't worry about that, son. They'll look so good when they're raw, by the way.
I certainly will.
You just don't want to hit them like, you know, have a fairway bunker or something like that.
Yeah.
That was
I
lovely.
don't go in fairway bunkers, James.
I actually think here, I think you've done well.
Oh, thank you.
I think you've done really well. And Lawrence has done well fitting you as well, because it's different. And so many people might think, oh, well, you should have just got TaylorMades or Pings or Callaways or PXGs. But I don't know, you know, when you spend your life around golf stuff, having something just different that's a talking point.
And Tora are very much custom clubs, so people buy the heads and then do exactly what we have done.
It's interesting because these numbers are very, very similar
They are.
to what I'm seeing with yours. So realistically, who's got the best clubs? Guys, who do you think's got the best clubs?
9-hole match with new clubs.
And we have to swap them out. Because the building process is the joy and the beauty of it, isn't it? I think being able to see how the clubs have been pured, how the shafts have gone in, exactly just how the loft and lie angles have changed. Do you know the lie angle on yours?
No, not off the top of my
It'll
head.
be on your
Each
spec
club.
sheet.
Spec sheet, so from SGGT, which we will go.
I've kept my spec sheet, so I know.
Spec sheet is right there.
You know what? The thing here as well is the joy of you want to practice more. You want to jump in and out of clubs. You want to be able to. I'm actually surprised that because we've hit the pitching wedge on your channel as well, haven't we?
We have.
And the pitching wedge didn't really go that far for me. And I don't know.
No, a little bit shorter than yours, wasn't it?
Maybe there's just. I mean, it does look lofted.
It does.
Whether or not it's just a kind of like a fifth, maybe a 48 as a pitching wedge. Mine might be 46.
That was struck well.
You can't strike them any better. That's all right, isn't it? 123, 126 total. I think you've done really well there. I can't wait to go somewhere warm.
See
And
them on
play
the
with
golf
them.
course.
Right. Are we done?
I'll have them back and I'll put them away until I'm back in action. Ooh.
All slightly left though. Whether or not the lie angle's just.
A little bit more upright.
I'm not. It's probably just me, to be brutally honest. But just aim further right. There we go.
Is that the one?
Still just
In
creeping,
zone.
isn't it?
Not bad.
They're really good. They're really good. I'm going to put it down nice and gently just on there for you.
Thank you.